Okay, guys, I'm on the 6. Through this window, I can see definitely 2 males. One appears to be Jeremy. I don't know about the second male. I don't know if there's any other occupants, but I'm 90% sure that's Jeremy. 100%. 100% that's Jeremy. We're a go. Everybody get ready. We're going to make entry now.
All right, Jeremy. So you tap lands to create mana. Okay? And then you use that mana to play what are called spells.
Mike, I don't like reading the cards.
But reading the card explains the card. They're not that long. It's not that complicated.
I don't like this nerdy shit, Mike.
But I don't have anyone to play with.
Okay.
Wait, Jeremy, you see that guy out the window? He's just staring at us.
I thought that was your security guard.
Do you want to learn how to play Magic the Gathering?
I need you to come to the door and talk to me right now.
About Magic the Gathering?
Oh, God, Mike.
No, not about Magic the Gathering. I'm looking for Jeremy. I saw him through the window. I need to see Jeremy right now.
Mike, I did something real bad.
What the fuck did you do, Jeremy?
Mike, I did something real bad.
Is it because you steal podcasts?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, no, he's just looking for you, which is nice. There's no Jeremy here.
Look, I saw Jeremy through the window. I have an active warrant for Jeremy. He knows that he's already in trouble. Don't make it any worse for yourself, sir. I don't know who you are. I don't have any business with you. I just need Jeremy. We can make this as peaceful as possible. Just open the door.
Jeremy, go hide in the closet. Go hide. No, that's just my prostitute.
Ooh, I love big dicks.
All right, money's on the counter. Go freshen up. No Jeremy here, sir.
What's your name, sir?
Philip.
Philip? This is not Philip. I guarantee this is not Philip Blake.
No, my middle name is Philip in real life.
Listen, I need Jeremy. You understand? I'm going to take Jeremy one way or another. Either we're going to kick the door and I'm going to come through, and if you get in the way, you're just going to be collateral damage. But Jeremy's going to jail today.
Do you need 5 drones? I feel like that's excessive.
Hey, I got to watch everything all at once, including myself and the neighbors.
Who's that person behind you in the yellow vest? Hi!
Hey, don't worry about them. They're just here to record me. Don't worry about them. Okay?
Well, I'm going to record you. How do you like that?
Well, you can record me too. Listen, I need Jeremy. Okay? This is fun, but it's going to turn real unfun real quick.
All right,
understand?
I will let you in if you promise to sit down and learn how to play Magic the Gathering.
Hey, if that's what it takes to come inside, then let's learn the game.
Okay, I will. You can just climb in, I guess.
No, Michael, why would you do that?
Shut up, prostitute. I'll help you. Come on.
Thanks. My vest is caught on the.
Oh,
it's on the.
Yeah, it happens. Sorry. All right.
Oh, Mike. Oh, you're so.
All right. So blue is control, red is considered aggro, and black is like, a death thing.
So right now, consider me a blue aggro.
Oh.
And it could turn black real quick. Do you understand?
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yes, sir. I need you to step away. It's time for Jeremy to go in.
Jeremy, he's inside. Spring the trap. We have you. Jeremy, grab the drone out of the air.
God, not sticking my fingers.
Oh, he's so strong. Oh, God. Listen.
Guys, I need help. Help. Fighting inside.
No,
help.
we gave
Help
them...
me. Fighting inside.
We gave them tickets to Dave & Buster's. They're not here anymore.
Oh, God.
It's just me and
Jesus.
you, Mr. O'Connor, and we're here to steal your podcast.
Oh, man.
You fell right
I
into
didn't
our
plan
trap.
for this.
Of course
I didn't
not.
plan for this today.
So this isn't about the jaywalking?
Still not about the jaywalking, sir. I don't care where you walk. I don't care if you sashay. I don't care if you saunter. You just can't steal podcasts.
Two best buddies are talking about whatever they want. They're looking for a show to steal and treasure to haunt. Michael and Jeremy
I was looking at our circle and I was like, oh, it's not green. Oh, yep.
It's just me and you.
Discord's cutting it out.
It's me and you in the studio rocking out to our own theme song.
Just believe me when I say that it's very good.
I mean, from what I heard, it was very pop punk. I liked it.
It is very pop punk. Done by the illustrious and talented William Lanham on YouTube.
Oh, very cool.
Welcome to Michael and Jeremy Steal Your Podcast. Allegedly. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, Mike.
How are you?
I'm pretty pumped about this one.
Super stoked.
Yep.
Yes.
You know how much I love being tackled to the floor and wrestled by a giant man.
I do. That's why you make me do it to you every week for some reason.
Well, and then I learned how to play Magic the Gathering.
Michael, you want a beer? Pin me. Pin me.
Ooh.
I think this is made for only dads.
Is that real? Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Who's that ghost on the wall?
Ooh, Mike, I think we have a guest.
We do have a guest today. It's Sir Trevor O'Connor.
I don't know about sir. I definitely don't know about that.
I would consider you a sir.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. Yeah, I do identify as sir, male.
Do you have knighthood? Who knows?
No, I'm working on it.
Okay.
Sean Connery.
Trevor Connery.
You're going to get knighted by Sean Connery.
I mean,
That'd be rough.
it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be cold. But we're going to go with it.
Trevor O'Connor, what an illustrious career you've had. Fighting in MMA, being in a hit YouTube series, having a podcast that we're stealing today, which after the final bell, Jeremy.
What happens after the final bell?
School's out, 420 podcast.
Oh,
School's out for the summer.
Jeremy, after the final bell,
Ding, ding, ding.
ding, ding, ding,
Let's get ready to...
ice cream.
Yep.
After the final bell, Jeremy,
It's ice cream time. That's what. Yep.
knockout. After the final bell, Jeremy.
Yeah, you just keep pointing at me. What you?
Yes, and Jeremy.
Yep. But point to Trevor.
After the final bell, Trevor.
when an adrenaline-fueled career comes to an end and real life begins.
That's what it is.
I got you.
I was trying to think of more. I just thought it would be funny to associate things with bells. After the final bell, children's choir.
After the final bell, half your face is drooping.
Oh no! Here comes the Reaper.
Oh, God.
When that last bell tolls, here comes Jesus.
After the bell, you have a really hard time sitting still. It's terrible.
After the final, after the final bell, the dog sits. I guess.
All right, time to move on, Mike.
So, Trevor, thank you so much for joining our ridiculous show.
Oh, it's great. This is awesome.
Well, it's going to be an action, adrenaline-fueled episode.
Me and Mike are gonna fight
Are we?
naked.
Can we turn cameras on for that?
Mike, go ahead and turn that bad boy on.
I don't have a camera. We don't need cameras around here. We're theater of the mind.
I'm trying to monetize everything.
But I got this kiddie pool and this baby oil on sale it was an estate sale.
Oh, nice.
Baby's house.
Was it Diddy oil?
Really cheap.
Ugh,
Slightly
barely used.
Yeah, slightly used baby oil.
I went to an estate sale on a private island. It was I got a really good deal on.
What'd you buy a bunch of little kids, Mike?
I bought a bunch of blank VHS tapes.
Oh no!
And
His painting of Bill Clinton.
and booster seats for cars.
Yeah,
Car seats.
car seats.
Oh,
The
God.
ones that go backwards.
Oh,
Trevor O'Connor, you've done. I want to start off by talking MMA.
okay.
MMA, that was something that you got to do, and is an experience that few get
Wait,
to.
hold on. There's something he got to do.
You got to do it.
His name got pulled out of a hat.
You got the golden ticket to punch people in the face.
I
didn't-
volunteer as tribute.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a raffle system.
So we don't get to talk to a lot of MMA fighters. So what drove you to want to be competitive at punching faces?
So I wrestled from when I was 5 all the way through college. And then trained jiu-jitsu for a long time after that. The natural progression when you're in a jiu-jitsu gym is when you see the fight team practicing, you're like, man, I got to try that. I want to try it. I want to try it. So you go and you spar a little bit and you work on some striking. And I think it's almost impossible to avoid going, man, I should just fight once just to see what it's like. And then it gets you. The bug just catches you and you're just full bore.
It's like stand-up comedy.
100%. Yeah, it's addicting in the same way.
Yeah.
So I've actually I've done FM radio here in Denver, and most of my co-hosts were stand-up comedians or touring comedians that were home based here.
Yeah, it seems like MMA musicians and comedians, fighters, and they all kind of hang out.
We all end up in the same places. Yep.
Well, people like watching and listening to all of those things.
Poignant.
Well, I guess MMA is more of the commentary, right? Because you have somebody like kind of just shouting out. It's like listening to baseball, right? You just have someone who's just saying out loud what's happening.
It is
the best part is to not listen to the commentators, but listen to the know-it-alls in the crowd. They give the best advice ever. You're on the ground just getting pummeled, and they're like, "Just stand up."
I'd like to.
And you're like, wow, if I'd only thought of just standing up in this situation.
He's inside of me. Shut up.
I'd like to see a fight with all of the audio gone except for the fighters are mic'd up. So all you can hear is the breathing and the punching noises.
There's actually a lot of conversations that happen in the cage.
Yeah, what the hell are you saying to each other as you're trying to like basically knock each other out?
It really depends on how the pre-fight banter went. I've fought guys that I like, that I'm now friends with, and the talk in the cage was jovial.
The McRib is back.
Oh, that's fine, but I'm waiting for the McSnack wrap to come back.
And then I also fought a guy. I fought one guy twice because after the first fight, he wanted to run his mouth on social media and talk a bunch of crap.
Yeah, that's the other side of the coin, right?
Yeah. So I was like, cool, let's run it back. And the second fight was only like a minute and a half, I think. And the entire time it was just, I said things that I shouldn't have. And I said things that shouldn't be repeated, but
your nose is
it was just, it was a I'm gonna prove a point to you type fight.
Well, no one votes for the aggressive shit talker. They always want that guy to get his ass beat. It's the calm, cool, and collected guy, or lady. Especially there's a lot of very aggressive women in MMA as well. Mm-hmm. And you just the one that's trying to shake the other one's hand. You're like, that's the one I'm voting for. That's the one that's gonna win.
I'm on that team. Yeah. I don't know why some people feel the need to turn it into a hostile situation like that. I mean, most of the people, like, I don't know you. I don't know your life. I get paid to fight you. Like, I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
It's also like all eyes on me, right? Promotion.
Gotta give him a show.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Heel versus babyface. It's like wrestling.
Sure. And that's yeah. And there's got to be an A side and a B side to everything. I didn't ever see the need to be the heel.
You said you took wrestling. You were learning wrestling growing up. I've heard that wrestling and boxing are the two most fundamental things to know for actual fighting. For if someone tries to jump you at the bar, or like accuse you, hey, you touched my girlfriend's ass. You're like, no, I didn't. And now you're in a fight.
Right. So my honest opinion is, if you were going to train one thing to put yourself in the best situation to be able to defend yourself or to neutralize a situation in public, jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is the be all end all. I mean, boxing is cool and being able to punch is very important. But if I had to pick one, it would be jiu-jitsu, because the statistics are like over 85, 90% of fights end up on the ground in the first 30 seconds.
Control. Jiu-jitsu revolves around control, and then using your enemy's motions against them. It's the blue deck of fighting.
Oh.
Right. I mean, it's if you take an average person and they train jiu-jitsu for, let's say, 1 year, they go twice a week for 1 year, you could put that person, unless they just, were going through the motions, they didn't care to learn. But if they were there to actually want to learn jujitsu, you could put that person in just about any public situation and they would feel very confident in being able to manage a situation outside of a gun.
So it's jujitsu's where it's at, Mike, and good thing for me, I've already got the Jew part down.
Yeah, they have
Got to figure out the jitsu.
the jitsu.
I have a buddy who's a fighter who's also Jewish, and he calls it Jew karate a lot.
Jew karate. If anyone pulls a gun on me, you just put your finger in the barrel and they can't do anything.
Right.
They took my bagel.
It shoots, you stick your finger in the barrel and the gun shoots backwards, right?
That's right. Well, no, the gun just explodes and blows their hand off.
In Sin City, when the thing's plugged up, it just backfires and shoots the thing into Benicio del Toro's forehead.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works. Sin City physics.
Yeah.
It's very artistic.
I watched it on a plane the other day. There was a child sitting next to me and children behind me. So I kept having to hide my phone.
Yeah. The shooting of that movie was very difficult. If you've ever seen the making of Sin City, how they got that style in shoot was pretty wild.
Oh yeah.
The whole thing was green screen, the whole entire movie. And they're playing with reflective material to try and bring white out. Like the one guy who's covered in bandages. There's lots of scenes in the comics of him being blacked out, but all of his bandages are bright white.
Yeah, it's Mickey Rourke, which, fun fact, he didn't have any makeup for that movie.
Oh, poor Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
He was
How do people not surround themselves with friends and business associates that will tell you not to do dumb things like stretch your face?
It turns out all of his friends were plastic surgeons.
Well, Mickey Rourke,
Something.
very handsome actor, and then he went into MMA and just got beat to fucking shit. And that's why his face looks like that.
Yeah, there's being a tough guy, and then there's acting like a tough guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a dreamboat.
You see it so much. Too many people in Hollywood start off with a tiny bit of plastic surgery and then end up looking like some weird character in a Tarantino movie.
Zac Efron. He's the newest
Zac Efron,
one that I've noticed.
Anna
That
Faris.
jawline. What's up with that jawline? That is insane.
He said, "Give me the Schwarzenegger.
90 degrees, I said.
I want to look like I'm made out of granite."
It's like when you go to your barber and they're shaving the back of your neck, and do you want it rounded or do you want it a corner? He's like, give a corners.
I want corners.
I want corners.
Hard 90.
Yeah, hard 90. I want an acute angle. Make it 85.
Oh, bring that back.
Oh, poor Zac Efron.
He was already so handsome.
I know. He was a dream.
He did that for the rest of us.
Yeah. Here you go, boys.
Yeah. I'm going to take a couple points off my beauty so some of you can compete.
I don't know. I think he makes up for it with that bank account.
Yeah.
He's got rubber band money.
Rubber band money?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's when you pull out a wad of cash wrapped in a rubber band out of your pocket.
I think he has a Ridge wallet.
Oh, is that what it is? You promo code STEEL. Won't work.
Will not work. Not a sponsor.
That's funny.
How long did you end up fighting for?
I trained and fought for only a couple of years in MMA. I started my MMA career after I was 40.
Ooh.
And you're 75 now.
Yeah, 52, man. 52 now. It was a big thing. I have 4 daughters, and the big thing in my life is proving to my daughters that nothing is impossible. If you want to do it, you just do it. There's no I can't, there's no it's not fair. You just wake up, and if you decide to do something, you just do it. It may take a while, but you just do it.
Discipline.
And so I chose after that first MMA fight, I was like, all right, here's where the long-term lesson comes for myself and my kids. Just because I'm 40 doesn't mean I can't be a champion, doesn't mean I can't win a title. So I did. I fought 4 times in 6 months, won an MMA title.
Hell yeah.
And then just kind of walked off into the sunset with that.
Yeah, quit while you're ahead, right?
I mean,
You did
How
it.
do you follow up a title win?
Yeah, you just did it. Okay, check.
Yep.
Check
Done.
mark.
On to the next
Got
thing.
it.
That's so badass.
So the co-host for the After the Final Bell podcast is one of my very, very good friends named Mike Gonzalez, who was my striking coach through my whole fighting career and before and after. His wife is actually UFC flyweight JJ Aldrich.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
She's got a heck of a punch.
Yeah, she's badass.
The female MMA fighters is what I wish all of the female cops were like. Just able to throw people over their shoulder.
I wonder if
Just to handle them.
just to handle dudes in the street.
I wonder when Mike goes out to dinner with his wife and she's got a huge black eye and they're sitting at a table.
Oh, dude, that is a running joke all the time.
Oh man, I would use that against my spouse all the time.
That's so funny.
So, like, if she fights, obviously out of town because we live in Denver and UFC's not here that often. If her face gets marked up in a fight, they usually fly out the next day to come home. But there's nothing worse than walking with your wife through an airport with, a big black eye and swollen face. So they always make sure they're wearing UFC gear.
Oh yeah, that would be the move, right? Unless he uses it, he's walking by, he's like, yeah, it takes too long to put her makeup on. Am I right, guys?
You know what would solve that problem? Put him in a wheelchair. And then it would be way funnier.
Yep, she's pushing him around in a wheelchair.
He's got like the cartoon cast on, like all four limbs.
Yeah,
He's blowing into a straw.
Yes, like one hand is being held up by the handle string.
There, we solved it. We solved the problem.
There you go,
Yeah,
Mike.
Nope. Yep, I got it. Looking out for you. No, but it's always unique. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I would imagine there's not a lot of UFC. Who wants to fight in Colorado with that elevation? Gross.
Yeah, it's an amazing place to train. We have so many high-ranking UFC fighters in Colorado because you get to train at altitude, and then anywhere you go is basically free oxygen.
It's like trying to outdrink somebody.
Yeah.
From Colorado. Very difficult.
Yeah. If you drink out here and then you go to sea level, everyone thinks you're like a superhero.
Yeah,
or an alcoholic. I don't know which one.
I went to a conference, JM, Johns Mansville.
He drank 2 Long Island iced teas. 2 of them.
In a row.
Yeah, back to back.
Yeah, we went to meet all these bigwigs out there for this. They make roofing materials. So I went out there to meet with them in Colorado. And they took us out to this. What's that steak shack? It's a football player. This football player has his
Elways?
Yes, all of his rings are all of his trophies.
It's got to be Elways downtown.
Yeah, so we were in there drinking, and I was just drinking my normal amount, and I was getting plastered, dude. It was just.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't.
It's
see
funny when
straight.
people come out here to visit. You try to give them a warning, but no one believes it until the first time.
Yeah, a couple drinks in.
Science is weird.
Yeah.
What happens if
all
you
of a
drink
sudden-
below sea level?
It's salty.
What happens when you drink in the Louisiana?
I think they're at sea level. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
There's portions of Louisiana that are below sea level.
Well, yeah, that's why Katrina fucked it up so bad.
Yeah, so like the first 4 drinks don't even count probably. You're just getting to normal.
They're just
sea
drunk
level.
without drinking. They're just drunk constantly. I drank a beer 2 years ago and I'm still hammered.
Speaking of below sea level, being an adrenaline junkie and not being being older now, not fighting, not filming the bounty hunting show.
Shark fighting is the next thing.
Obviously.
Recently took up cave diving.
no.
God.
No,
So
Trevor,
you have
why?
no
Yeah.
issues with claustrophobia.
No, or darkness.
Oh, you're squeezing your little fit body through little holes.
Oh no.
And I'm less fit now than I used to be.
Squeezing your fat body through the.
Your dad
There's my
bod.
guy. There-
Your
there's
muffin
my
top
guy.
squeezing through the caverns.
The good news is it's not all muscle, so it's easier to squeeze through things.
Oh, there you go. Did you guys bring the
Like an
Vaseline?
octopus.
That's wild, though. So what is that experience like? I mean, you're obviously you're going to locations where it's like, I mean, you're not exploring unexplored stuff. You're just kind of going on. You are.
So my cave instructor, his name's Cameron Mahaffey. He's in North Florida in what they call cave country.
We got a lot of caves.
He was actually the 2024 Cave Explorer of the Year. He explored more unseen caves and laid more virgin cave line in caves that had never been dove than anybody else.
Does he get to name them?
He does. If you find
cool.
it, you name it.
Old Greg's Cavern.
Yeah. I call this one Jeff with a G.
He names some weird shit all the time.
A lot of people died in Jeff. That's an
It might have been
X5.
Hiv.
That's an X5 level cave, Jeff. He is. I don't know how you rate caves on dangerousness.
Trevor, if you
They're all dangerous.
if you discovered a
They're
cave,
dangerous, yeah.
what would you name your cave?
If I were to get to name a cave, I would probably name it Damaged Goods.
Damaged goods. Where dreams go to die cave.
Yeah. Yeah.
No hope ahead.
Yeah.
I would call our cave Majizzy Cave.
Divorced dad.
Oh.
Aw.
Dang it.
Gave up on life. I would name the cave Dark Like My Soul.
Dark Souls.
Darkwing Duck.
Let's get dangerous.
Yes. You see what we did there?
I'm more Scrooge McDuck. Let's go.
Mike, what would you name your cave?
Blackbeard's Delight.
Oh. Blackbeard's Delight. He used to.
That's very with Anchorman.
Maybe that's where we should bury the treasure.
We did bury a treasure, Trevor. We buried a treasure. It's got gold, silver, diamonds, and the thought lost to time, legendary Blackbeard's dildo.
I mean, who cares about the gold? Let's get this dildo.
Yeah, it's buried somewhere in
The lower half of this.
It's in Florida. It's in Florida. Somewhere
South
in Florida.
North
Oh,
Florida.
that's too much of a clue, Trevor. You can't be squeezing me for clues.
I'll narrow down a little bit. There's no caves.
It's not in a cave.
Not in a cave.
So we're in South Florida. So the last 2.5 years of filming the show was all over Florida. That's where we filmed the bounty hunting show.
What bounty hunting show? Tell us more.
After my MMA career, I was an actual real life bounty hunter here in Denver. One of my fight sponsors was a bail bond company. When I got done fighting, they asked me if I would help them out. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like, well, when people don't go to court, we have to send someone to go collect them and put them back in jail. And I was like, sign me up.
Oh, you're kind of like Rocky,
Batman.
But you're hunting down bad guys.
What did Rocky hunt?
Rocky was an enforcer.
Victories.
He was an enforcer.
He hunted glory.
for the mob. They didn't really specify it too much, but he gets paid to beat people up.
Oh, that was in the B side of the movie.
Yeah, it was the B side of the first movie.
Unreleased, yeah. So of course I was all about it. I went and took a bunch of classes, did a bunch of training, figured it out, and then quickly learned that real life bounty hunting, if done correctly, is one of the most boring things you'll ever do. And that's how you want to keep it, because the other side of it is bullets.
Yeah.
And then I'd been doing that for like 6 or 7 years. And a gentleman named Patty Mayo came to Denver and was looking to do some real bounty hunting to add some realism to his show, which was Patty Mayo or Southland Bounty Hunters.
Yeah.
And so...
What was it? The Dutchbury Sheriff's Office is what he did it under?
Yeah. We've done it. So it's 2 different shows.
Right.
There's one show, which is Dutchbury Sheriff's Office. And then the other show is Southland Bounty Hunters. It's basically the same show. One of them were serving warrants on, as bounty hunters. The other were cops who were out looking for, wanted criminals. It's just 2 sides of the same coin, just adds views.
Yeah.
So anyway, several bondsmen in Colorado kept trying to connect us, and we finally got together. And so I actually took him around and we hunted out here in Denver for a while. And he was like, man, this is really cool, but I can't film any of this for my show because like my people want excitement and it's not exciting. I was like, yeah, no shit. He's like, well, how about if you...
We're here to take you in. Okay, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair and square.
Well, I mean, the art of bounty hunting is to put yourself in the same place as someone when they are the least expecting and the least prepared for it.
Sure.
You're like a repo.
Repoing people.
You accept people.
That's 100. You repo human beings. That's exactly what it is. You know, but if you do it right, you end up in a place where they're like, shit, I was not prepared to deal with this today, so I guess I'm going to have to deal with it.
Have you ever had someone like walk out of the grocery store and you're standing there and they go, ah, shit, you got me.
Yeah, I followed a guy into a Burger King and got in line behind him.
Oh, that's great.
He had no idea I was there. And I took off all my gear. All I had the warrant in my back pocket and I had a pair of handcuffs. And I walked in and I got in line behind him. And then when there were like two people to go, I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, hey, man. And I called him by name and I said, listen, you got a warrant. We're going to take you in. If you act cool right now,
I'll let you get your Whopper. And then
I said, we're going to go. I flat out I said, we'll go through this line. I'll pay for your lunch. And, you can eat on the way and make some phone calls and get shit straight. But if you act up, we're going to end up on the ground in the middle of a Burger King. And I promise you, it's going to be all over World Star.
What did he say?
Turns out it was his dream to be on World Star.
No. He was like, we could order food. And I was like, yeah. He was like, all right, man. I can't. I mean, yeah, I guess we're going to have to. And, he became really humble because I caught him in a situation where he was not prepared to put up a fight.
You're lucky I'm hungry.
Yeah, he's like, if I didn't want those onion rings, we'd be fighting.
Their onion rings are great.
But anyway, so Pat was like, hey, listen, this is cool. And we've gained a lot of insight. I got to go back to shooting the regular show. Would you come out for like a week every month and we'll film like 10 or 15 episodes in that week. And then you go back to Denver and I'll go home and edit them. And we did that for like a year and a half. And then our partnership just kind of like really blew up on the channel. Everybody liked how we worked. And we sat down and said, why don't we create a secondary channel called Foxx Recovery, where we do the exact same thing, but on Foxx Recovery, you lead. So you do the intro and you're kind of the primary. And then on Patty Mayo, he leads and does the intro and is the primary. But it's the same show. We use the same crew. We do all the same things. And from there, it just became this like crazy whirlwind of life.
Hey everybody, Future Michael here, just popping in real quick to tell you that we're brought to you by Dungeon Studios, makers of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons modules, as well as podcasts like The Game, Nerd News, and Fables from the Forgotten. Season 2 is airing right around the corner here in August, which gives you plenty of time to binge Season 1, get caught up for the explosive first episode of Season 2. We have Robert Hartley from Viva La Dirt League, who is going to be our celebrity host for Season 2. So if that doesn't excite you, then nothing will. Continue to stay in the basement you're in drinking your Mountain Dew. And we're also brought to you by Silk City Hot Sauce. That's SILK, cityhotsauce.com, where you can peruse their sauces. Get yourself a bottle of Psychic Bigfoot. It's like the best hot sauce ever in the whole wide world. It has that perfect blend of sweet and heat. It's the old school streets meets the new school heats. And you can use our promo code STEAL, STEAL, at checkout for 20% off of your entire order. Please, you like hot sauce? Get yourself some. On a discount. I don't know how else to make you happy, okay? I've given you D&D modules and hot sauces. Soon, probably leather goods. That's a true thing that's going to happen. Extra podcasts to listen to. That's it. That's all I can do for you. Like the show. 5-star us. We'd appreciate it. Share with your friends. What a great episode this has been so far. It only gets better. I love you. So, one production question I wanted to ask about these shows is who's primarily doing the writing? Who's setting up the scenario? Who's
So there's no writing.
It is all improv.
It's 100% improv. I'll give you the inside. So what happens is we have producers. They go out and they find people that want to be on the show. Now, as a prerequisite to be on the show, you have to have been arrested. You have to have been in the system to be the primary on a show. You know, you have to understand how the court system works. You have to have been, kind of have the right look.
You got to get in the zone.
It's hard to.
You got to look like a scumbag. Right. We get it, Trevor.
You gotta look like someone that would be being picked up on a show.
Yeah.
100%.
You're looking for a bunch of Jeremys out there.
You don't want like a bank teller who's doing bank fraud and you got to pick his ass up.
Well, they don't fight. So the producer goes out, they find the person that's going to be on the show and they go, okay, Michael, you're going to be our defendant for today. Do you have a friend or two that can be with you? Jeremy? Okay, great. Jeremy, you're going to be the distractor. And so they set the scene. They tell Michael what he's wanted for. They give Jeremy some kind of basic pointers, how to keep us out of the house. And then they basically say anything that the bounty hunters say they're going to do, they'll say it once or twice. If you don't acquiesce, if you don't, do what they say, they're going to do what they told you. So that's like their only indication as to what's going to happen.
It's their cue. Yeah.
Right. Now, the key to making money is, so Michael, you would get a base pay, let's say $500 is your base. Jeremy, as the secondary, you'd get a base pay of, let's say, like $250. Now, if you want to make more money, the producers tell them, if you want to make more money, if you start a fight with one of the bounty hunters, automatic bonus. If the bounty hunter, if it's a good fight, we'll double bonus.
How much money did Philip Blake make?
He did all right.
I bet he did.
Good money. He made pretty good money.
So he put up that's a real struggle going on.
It was quite the little tussle,
right?
I'll come back to that in 1 second.
Right.
I'll give you some insight on that episode. So they're like, if you get tased, so all the tasers are real, tear gas is real, rubber bullets real, all the violence 100% real. Like nothing is scripted, nothing is acted as far as the violence goes, because you can't fake it with people who aren't actors. They don't know how to pull a punch or,
So there's a waiver. 100% there's a waiver.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. But they're like, if you get tased, extra $100. If you get if you get tear gassed, extra $200. If you get, rubber rounds, everything is an incentive to do more.
That's pretty sick.
The ultimate incentive is, Michael, as the fugitive, if you make physical contact with one of the bounty hunters, get away from them, get out of the house and onto the street, you get $1,000.
Mike wants that $1,000
to make that struggle real. They're incentivized to get up out and get away.
To get away. Yeah. Their whole, the big deal is to beat us. Like, it's cops and robbers, basically. It's LARPing cops and robbers.
That's so sick. I love it. I love the concept.
The other side of the coin is we don't know anything about what is going on. So the producers come to us the day of the shoot and they give us a picture of you, Michael, and they give us an address and they give us what you are wanted for. We never see you. We never meet you. We don't know anything about you. We don't know how many other people you have in the house with you.
So it's not only that, it's a fucking game.
It's
right.
It's
we have to solve.
It's cops and robbers and cats and mice.
Oh my God.
Right. So we have to figure out the puzzle. Like, can I kick this door? Are they going to open? If I kick a door, I have to pay for it.
Right.
Immediately. Like, we have a guy with us that all he's there for is to repair things that we've broken.
This is Kevin, the claims adjuster.
If I tell you I'm going to kick your door if you don't open it, you have like one more warning. And if you don't start opening, I'm going to kick it. Like, that's your indication. If you don't want your door kicked, you need to play it back at me and interact with me, with the door so that I know that door is not okay to be kicked.
Kicking a door open is so satisfying.
Oh, dude, you have no idea.
My grandpa put in this door. Please don't do that. Oh, here you go. Hello.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes the people aren't in their own house. The producers found people that didn't have a house but wanted to be on the show. and they would find a house, but the people didn't want to be on the show, but they were willing to let their house be rented out. And so the producer would go through with the homeowner and say, do you want a new front door? Do you want, or is there anything about your house that you don't like that you would like to change?
I really want to open up this
kitchen.
Yeah, I got to take this wall down. So do whatever you want with that.
How much to throw me through the wall?
So there's episodes that were filmed in California. I think one of the biggest was like $25,000 in damage to a home.
I hope that episode did good.
Yeah, we put a winch through and around a big double door with stained glass on both sides and pulled the whole door off the front of the house.
A Tiffany door?
It's a different door.
Dude, we've done some really, really, really crazy and dumb things, but it paid off all the way through.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
If I ever had an opportunity to do something like that, someone came up to me, hey, you want to play in this fun show and go over all the details? I'd be like, yeah, tase me, mustard gas. I'll fight you. I'll go out in the street. I'll be like,
throw me through a wall, please. Please throw me through a wall.
I won't even charge you for it.
It's just your fetish.
And that's the thing. Like, so many people just want to be on a show like that they'll do it. But then also we had a bunch of like crazy, like hood gang members that were talking all kinds of crap on how, they were going to be the ones to get away. There's no way they were going to get taken in. They tell the producers all this crazy stuff, and nobody can understand it until you're in it. It feels like the realest thing in the world because it is complete improv.
Yeah.
And we're coming in and we're in full tack gear. We have all of these implements, and I've seen some of the hardest gangsters in like South Florida just give up and put their hands up and get arrested. And you're like, kind of killed this episode. But, you twist it around and make it look good. Then you see some guys like Philip Blake who are kind of unassuming, who put up a fight like no other.
He had some weight to him.
Yeah. He's a decent sized kid. Now, he was a jiu-jitsu guy. We talked afterwards. The big piece of the show that's important to understand is it's all shot in one take.
Yeah.
So there's no pauses, there's no cuts, there's no like, let's try that again. What we get is what we get. It's one take from when we knock on the door until we get in our cars to drive away. Cameras are rolling, one take.
There's no breaking character.
No, there's no breaking character. Now there is a safe word, pretzel, that if someone says pretzel, it means that they're actually hurt. Like they need to stop. Something is physically wrong with them. They're hurt.
That would make for a good video, though. Someone getting hurt, they're just like, pretzel.
This guy's crazy. He's tweaking bad.
Yeah, there's no context for the audience.
Right.
How many pretzels got yelled at on the show?
Less than 5.
Oh, okay. Out of how many episodes approximately?
500, maybe more.
That's good numbers.
Yeah.
But here's the key to it all. Because I trained jiu-jitsu for a long time, because I've been in a fighting world for a long time, it's very easy for me to make it look like someone is in a bad situation, but I'm not really hurting them.
Yeah, like an arm bar or something. You're not
right.
Snap
I'm never
their
going.
elbow.
Yeah, no, I'm right. Now with the Philip Blake episode, he was a jiu-jitsu guy. I think he was like a white or blue belt. But still trained and a tough kid. That's one of the very few episodes where there is a cut. He pretzeled like twice.
Oh, wow.
Because I was just chewing him up.
Pussy.
But every time he would pretzel, I would let go, and then he would immediately start fighting again.
Oh, he was using the pretzel against you to get that $1,000.
Pretzel's my word.
So it makes it look like he really held us off for a long time. But that was what we had to do to get camera angles that worked to put us back in a situation that it didn't look like it was cut or edited that way. But yeah, he pretzeled twice during that episode. And then after the second one, I hit a Kimura, which is like a shoulder lock. And that's when he ends up belly down, and we kind of turn on the funny at that point. And then it just becomes, the key is the fights are really fun to watch. And that's what 90% of the people tune in for. But the key that made it all work is during the fights and it's got to be like goofy, witty banter. And it's usually between Pat and I, or Pat and I and one of the defendants. You know, it's just like off the wall shit that we would say to each other or, you know, to the defendant that really made the show work.
What was it? You want a sausage? Sausage D's nuts was your line or something?
Yeah. I mean, so many random things. And Pat and I had so many setups. Like I could lead him into knowing what the punchline was by just like, I would start a conversation with a distractor and work them towards something where they would ask a question so he could easily land a one-liner that I knew he was coming with, you know, without preparing it ahead of time, because you don't know how the conversation is going to go. But I know if I can get someone going, I can set Pat up to say something really funny.
You know, there's your FM radio skills playing in.
Yeah. I love when sometimes the I guess the defendant gets put into the car and they're just trying to think of something witty to say and they're just smiling, yelling at you guys. You dumb pigs.
So if you really want to break down some of the episodes, you can tell when either people started smiling or laughing, and that's usually due to nerves.
Yeah.
Like they're nervous because they don't improv. And our camera people, which is my wife, Kristen, is one of the producers and my lead camera. And then Pat's wife, Raven, was his main camera op. So they basically focused on us, and then the other person would focus on, you know, ancillary actions that were going on.
So what do you do? Oh, I fucking filmed my husband playing cops and robbers all day.
Seriously.
It's a family business. I love that.
It is pretty cool.
I don't know if you saw the clip where the guy kicks the door open and hits me in the face.
Specifically, no, but that sounds pretty cool.
It split my eye open.
Oh, shit.
It was bad. Almost knocked me out. But my wife is filming right over my shoulder, and she has to just hold it together because it blasted me, and I stumbled and fell. Like I walked as much as I could to get behind the cameras, so I was off camera, and then I basically took a header right into the ground and like got my bearings. But I knew I had to be off camera because my face was just gushing blood.
And you didn't pretzel.
And your wife kept it professional.
Right, but you could hear her in the video. She's like, "Oh God, oh no,
babe, are you okay?"
Yeah, almost. You know, I mean, it's hard because she's watching me get in crazy fights. You know, she filmed me. I was chasing a guy through a dark field, stepped in a hole, landed weird with my arm open, tore my rotator cuff, 4 labrum tears, separated AC joint, and detached my bicep tendon all in one fell swoop.
Oh
on
God!
an episode.
Gravity's a bitch, huh?
And then filmed for 2.5 more hours.
Jesus Christ, what a beast!
It was
pure discipline.
But that side of it is fun and crazy. But you know, no one knows what's going on. Back to my original point, when you see like the camera girls were so good, and Pat and I got really good at like turning our bodies in ways when I saw someone was not going to be able to be good on camera, like they just got nervous and started smiling and laughing. You can watch us like walk them into a spot where they can't be seen on the camera, and then ending their interaction with us pretty quick, like calling one of our other guys over, "Hey, get this person in the car. We got to search his house. Get them out of here." And you know, that's the only way to combat when people just thought they could do it, but then the nerves just beat them.
If I would have been in the show, if there was a sandwich anywhere in that house, I would have been eating it while shooting.
That was the king of searching refrigerators.
Those were comments that I thought were so funny on that video. They're like, "You went through his fridge? That's illegal, man. You can't just go through his fridge."
Yeah, the comments are its own beast in these in these whole series. You know, people you know, they're convinced it's absolutely real, and you guys are committing horrible felonies, taking in these perpetrators.
It's a 50-50. People either believe it and they are going to defend that it's real to their dying breath.
That's wild.
Or
I thought it was real.
People want to expose us, and so they jump in the comments and, you know, they're like trying to listen. There's news stories out about how this is fake, and you guys need it. And I'm like, dude,
shut up.
If someone watches more than a couple of episodes and can't go crazy action, cool, but there's no way this is real, or else these people would be in jail.
Jeremy and I are under the impression that if it's on the internet, it's not real.
It's not real.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. I believe everything on the internet, no matter what.
That's such the opposite expectation of what I would have guessed.
Yeah, and I mean, it gets to we get people that are so invested in us that they think they know us and we're a part of their family. And sometimes you have to have side conversations with those people because they get so wrapped up in defending you in comments that you have to actually reach out to them and
pull the Band-Aid off.
Let them down gently and explain to them. And some of them are really cool with it, and others, it just destroys every like fiber of reality in their world.
You lied to me, man. You lied to me.
I watched every episode for 5 years and you guys didn't tell. I'm like, dude, read the disclaimer at the bottom of the description.
That's all you got to do.
Just scroll past the fold.
I fabricated my whole life around you. You're my hero.
Yeah, it's bad.
I've been a boring bounty hunter for 2 years because of you.
I mean, it's bad and it's kind of sad, but at the same time, it's one of those things where, you know, like I stated before, my wife, my daughters, some of my close friends all have to be very guarded with their social media because these people become so obsessed that they'll reach out to anybody they can find that's near to you and try to get them to get you in touch with them.
Oh, wow. That's wild.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I didn't go hunting for you. You answered the call. Which I'm very glad you did.
I'm not saying Michael's a stalker. I'm just saying there's a guy at the door right now that's trying to deliver you some papers.
Fair enough.
Mike, do you have any bounty hunter stories?
No.
Have you ever encountered a bounty hunter before?
I think I saw one stalking this dude at a Burger King one time.
He ended up just buying him a meal and they drove off together.
Yeah, holding hands, I think.
He gave him a cigarette.
Mostly.
Dog the bounty hunter.
You know, he films in Denver.
Oh, really?
Is Dog the Bounty Hunter real?
To an extent.
To an extent. So it's a yes and no.
The show is as real as his wife's tits, Mike.
Oh, okay. Meaning that they are present.
Those people really go to jail. We'll just say that.
Okay.
I ran into a bounty hunter. He was chasing a guy through Walmart. And they were like running through the store while I was buying my stuff. And then I went out to the parking lot.
Sounds like a Tuesday.
Yeah. I go out to the parking lot to go back to the work truck. And then the guy he was chasing goes blast past me, like bumps my shoulder, runs right past me, and then dips to the left. And then here comes the bounty hunter, and he hit my car or my work truck, and then he took off after the guy. But when he hit the truck, his taser and his spray hit the ground.
Wait, was he driving a car at that point?
No,
Was he running?
He was running.
Oh, so he hit it with his body.
With his body, because the guy like dipped real quick.
His gear, he yard sailed his gear in the parking lot.
His gear went everywhere. And like people started walking up and looking, like going to grab the taser. But I grabbed the taser and the spray. And I just waited for him to catch the guy, and I went and I gave it back to him.
You should have tased the guy for him.
Well, I mean, I'm just a roofer.
He
Trevor.
dropped his taser and his lightsaber.
That's hilarious.
My Little Pony keychain.
Yeah.
And what was that thing from Men in Black that they would press the button and make you forget everything that happened?
I just call it a flasher.
Yeah. Whatever that thing is, I want one.
For yourself. Oh, no.
Forget today.
Oh, regret and shame. Click. So now everything's boiled down. You've had this crazy.
Yes, the final bell has tolled, or whatever.
Right. Well, that's where the show came from. So I used to do another show called The Final Bell, which was an MMA show breaking down MMA local, regional, and like UFC level MMA fights as a journalist. And I put that show to bed a long time ago. But then when I retired from the bounty hunting show and I was coming back to Denver, I reached out to Mike, who was the only phone call I was going to make. I knew I was going to come home and I was going to do a podcast. And the only person I'd wanted to do it with was Mike. So I said, all right, on the way home, I told my wife, I'm like, hey, babe, I'm going to call Mike and either I'm going to do a podcast by myself or he's going to want to be on board and we're going to do a podcast together. So I called him when we were driving back from Florida to Denver. And he was like, that is so weird. I've been talking about a podcast for like a couple of months.
Susan, listen, I need you to go to Spencer's Gifts and get all the neon you can find.
And so So he jumped on board, and the premise of the show is both of us were fighters. Both of us were adrenaline junkies through our lives, and now we're a little bit older. Mike's a coach. I'm a retired nothing. And so we kind of came up with after the final bell, which is, what do you do when everything about your life has been crazy and adrenaline fueled, and now it's time to slow down and figure things out?
I mean, you're entering your 70s. It's the golden years. You got to simmer
That's
down.
my early 70s.
It's early 70s.
Yeah. I mean, it's,
Just turned 75, about to learn how to bull ride.
you know, that's crazy because we do this segment called Mike and Trevor Try Things. Because we're both athletes, because we both like feel like we still have it, we find things that people do that are somewhat athletic. And we believe that with almost zero training, we can go in one day and do it as well as the average person does.
Right. So when you tap a creature, it means you're using them to attack, okay? And they do enter with summoning sickness. All right.
Oh, God, back to the Magic the Gathering.
Is this a blue card? Is this a blue card or a black card?
It could be any. It all depends on how you want to build it.
So one of the things on our list that we're doing this summer is we're going to ride bulls.
Really?
Called it.
Yeah, Mike has already done it a long time ago. He did it once, and now for the show, we're going to film it, and we're both going to go ride bulls. We
Give
also
me your
did,
oldest bull. Give me the oldest one you
Jesus.
have.
And shortest.
The tiredest one.
I need the lowest fall point.
Do you have one that doesn't have any horns?
Or any legs.
It's just it's a paraplegic cow.
That's mine.
I'm doing it.
We went and did a pole fitness class, like stripper pole fitness.
Oh,
Because we thought we could just go do that. Let's just say that's not built for the week.
no,
That's
no. It's
crazy.
very tough to keep yourself on that pole. I've done it. I danced for a little bit. It's very difficult to stay on that pole.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they grease it.
I mean, I made it greasy. That was all natural,
But we
baby.
did- We went and did that and did a little, like, you know, she taught us a couple moves and then like a little like 3-piece routine, and we failed miserably. It's hilarious, but we had such a good time.
It is fun when you realize that the pole spins around.
Yeah, when that was like the biggest aha moment in the world for me. Was it's not the dancer spinning,
Yeah, it's the pole.
it's the pole.
I didn't
It's
know
the
that,
pole.
and I'm surprised that Jeremy knew it.
I danced for a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. You did in a gay bar.
Yes, I
Hey,
did.
I mean, dollar bills are dollar bills. I don't give a shit.
My wife came to the bar with me. It was fun.
The money spins.
And we just did magnet fishing.
I did see
Which-
that one.
Is not. You have to have a lot of patience. You think I'll just go to any overpass and throw the magnet in and I'll definitely catch something. Well, we went for an entire day and Mike caught like one like snowshoe spike the entire day. That's all we caught.
Just pull it out, tweaker spoons.
Oh, I would have loved to have had a tweaker spoon. There was nothing.
I love some of the magnet fishing videos. They pull up. It's a World War II era, and they just kind of wipe the mud off of it, and it's beautiful. It's like, oh wow, what a find!
Pristine. Yeah, it's brand new.
My
yeah,
God,
that's
it's
hilarious.
General MacArthur's monocle
It must have been the mud must have preserved it.
in Louisiana, an overpass in Louisiana. Holy shit!
That's hilarious. Yeah, so we tried it. We're not good at it. But yeah, we have a whole list of things for that series that just kind of add to the podcast because we still think that we're, you know, active athletes, and we're not. So that's the only comedy part of it.
So me and Mike have worked out what we're gonna do for that segment, and tonight we're gonna sneak out and we're gonna tip cows.
All right.
We're going.
Well,
Mike,
I mean, film it.
Mike and Jeremy try stuff.
I thought we were gonna play Doom.
Nope.
Oh,
Tipping cows.
I thought you guys were playing Magic the Gathering.
Jeremy won't ever do
Never
that.
gonna happen.
Jeremy would never do it.
Far
Makes
more
two of us.
important things to do.
Like tipping bovines.
Yep. Get on the ground, cow.
Get on the ground. We have a war for your friends.
Take a nap. Mikey's
You
fighting
look like
back.
a cheeseburger now.
The cow. Pretzel.
Oh, that's funny.
Very important question, Trevor.
Yes.
Iran or Israel?
No. That's not a real question.
You don't have to answer.
I'm sorry you broke up there. I couldn't
Yeah,
hear.
you could, don't worry about it.
Are
I think the connection's bad.
Are trans women? Trevor, go.
No. Stop it, Jeremy.
Are you a fan of Harry Potter or J.K. Rowling?
I've never seen the Harry Potter movie.
I've never seen J.K. Rowling.
I've also never seen her.
I didn't like her because when I worked at Universal, I've had a series of odd jobs, Trevor. When I worked at Universal Studios, she made us import these trees from London to match the area because we built Harry Potter land.
You need good British trees.
But the trees that they had, they're the evergreen trees, but the needles on them are so sharp that you don't feel them cutting you, but they'll cut you if you just brush against them.
Oh yeah.
So
Yep,
I was just
yep,
planting
yep.
these trees all night because we worked overnight. And then when I got home and took a shower, I was just covered. My whole body was shredded.
Harry, you know what I've done to the Americans, Harry? I told them to plant the cutting trees at Universal during my Harry Potter land.
Make all the trans people walk through the cutting trees.
Good British cutting trees.
Oh my.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We got a very
We have a
important
very
final
important question. We even asked Eddie McClintock when he was on the show.
question. To the famous actor.
And
Eddie
now
McClintock.
Trevor O'Connor is also going to answer this question. Think long and hard. Okay.
$20 is $20.
Who is better,
For your own reasons.
Arnold Schwarzenegger
Or Sylvester Stallone.
Now you changed the game on me for my own reasons. If they're fighting, I'm taking Arnold because he's like 6'4", and Stallone's like 5'8". Movie wise, I'll take Stallone. I mean, he played the same character and everything, but I love the character. Overall, if I had to pick one to be a friend, I'd probably rather hang out with Arnold because I think he's more fun, and I think Stallone is more uptight.
He's also a girl dad. He's got all those girls that he raised.
Yeah,
Discipline.
I watched an interview with the daughters not long ago, and
and they're all dumb as shit.
Well, they were saying he would make them wake up and do calisthenics and do. I mean, everything was like regimented their entire day, their whole. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Discipline.
I guess.
I love it.
Is that what you call it?
Overbearing.
I call it
psychopath.
I call it
don't know.
narcissism. Maybe
I'm going to go fuck my nanny and have a beautiful boy, and he can do whatever he wants.
He really is an Adonis. He's an Arnold Schwarzenegger with olive skin.
I mean, the kid got good genes.
The other one, not so much. Patrick.
Oh.
There's this picture of the we'll call him the bastard son, and he's just built like a Greek god, and then his son that he raised has got these fat tits just hanging down, big old belly.
I guess it comes down to what you're trying to do and who you're trying to impress.
So, final answer is
I'm gonna go with Schwarzenegger for the fun.
Jeremy, I don't know if you've seen images of Patrick Schwarzenegger now.
oh, he got it together after that picture came out.
This fucking kid is Jesus Christ.
I've got news for you. You're mine now. You belong to me.
Yeah, he's hunkified.
Is he hunkified? Let me see.
He's been hunkified.
Oh wow, he has. He really turned it all around. Look at that forehead.
I mean, I guess we're all doing him then.
You see,
Like you
Jeremy?
said, $20 is $20, Trevor.
You see, Jeremy?
Yep, I see. You're an embarrassment. Do a push-up for God's sakes.
Get it together.
You're my son.
You guys are crazy.
Well, Trevor, thank you so much for joining this wacky wild ride.
Very fun.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh, Jeremy, what's that? It's the final bell.
Is the bell has tolled?
It is rung
Final countdown.
the final time. I like how you have a show that's like the final bell, and then next week, this is it, the final bell.
Well, this one's after the final bell.
After,
No.
Oh.
After
After the final.
after the final bell.
after, and then you keep it going.
58 afters.
After times 38. That's how you do your episode. That's how you instead of like episode 54, it's after times 54. The final bell.
That's funny.
Well, we do appreciate you joining us. I know you probably didn't really know what you were getting into, this type of show.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Thank you for believing in us.
10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Tell all your friends about
Yeah,
us, Trevor.
tell everyone.
I'll tell all 3 of my friends.
There you go. Anyone in the industry that you think would have fun with us.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'll send you guys some fun people.
Get Mike's wife on the show.
Hey, and if
You
please,
want to do a podcast with JJ? She's fun.
Absolutely.
that would be amazing.
All right, Mike. These guys want to have JJ on an episode. They're hilarious.
Fuck you, Mike.
All right, it's on. I didn't say that.
We only want
got
to talk
those
to
hands of
Trevor
steel.
and Mike's
yeah.
wife. That's it.
Yeah, I'll get you guys in contact
Oh, hell yeah.
That's
That'd be
very
great.
cool. Very cool.
for sure.
All right, I think that's it.
Though we have an outro to do.
We have been Michael and Jeremy, Steal Your Podcast. We steal a podcast every week. If you haven't gathered that, it's been 148 episodes.
We're getting better and better at it.
Having more interesting people on, like Trevor. And you can go to our website. It's www.MJSYPod.com. That's MJSYPOD. We're MJSYPod on Patreon. Patreon.com/MJSYPod. Get additional episodes over there. You know, you're bored. You ain't got stuff to do. Get $3 a month. It's like a cup of coffee.
A cup of coffee.
Unless the cup
No,
of coffee goes up, and then it'll be less than a cup of coffee.
I think it is less than a cup of coffee.
At this point, yes.
Probably.
Depends on what you put in
Go
your
hard
coffee.
less. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you spike it with Jack Daniels like Trevor does, it'll probably be cheaper.
Isn't that
unless you
just
do that.
coffee?
It's not how you make your
I
coffee?
thought that's how you make coffee.
Okay. I'm going cave diving. I need my special coffee. All right.
We have a phone number.
It's 903
287
0660.
Zero.
And you can call and leave a voicemail or text message. We'll play it on the show.
Anything you send, we'll play it. No holds barred.
Whatever it is, we are at your mercy.
Use the F word or the other F word.
No.
Say whatever you
Wait,
want.
no, we will vet it.
Nope. We'll not vet. We'll play. We'll get a
hard
strike
Rs.
on YouTube.
No
for
hard
you.
R's, please. Soften it up a little bit. God. Jeremy, I think that's it.
I think that's it. We did it.
We're sponsored by. We have a. I'll just do it in
Yeah,
post.
just do it in post.
Ah, okay.
Whatever.
Let's fuck our sponsors.
Yeah.
I'll just do it later.
Trevor's far more interesting than the sponsors.
That's right. All right, Jeremy, I love you.
I love you too, buddy.
Trevor, I love you.
I'm growing to love you.
Oh.
Peace.
Bye.
See you guys.
Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast. They like to get crazy, talk a lot of trash. Michael and Jeremy, steal your podcast.
All right, Trevor, fine. You can go. I'll let you go. You don't have to learn how to play Magic the Gathering.
I don't even know what that nerd shit is. Just let me the fuck out of here.
I mean, you don't have to go so far. It's very
nerd shit.
popular.
It's nerd shit. Here, I got you, Trevor. Here.
You know what? You know what, Jeremy? I'm gonna pretend I didn't even see you.
Oh, hey, thanks, man.
Oh, that's perfect.
Hey, Trevor, you want to go get some
No.
Burger King?
Hey, only if you give me the onion rings.
All right. Let's get out of here, buddy. See you later, Mike.
Oh, bye.
Have fun playing
Mike.
your loser
Have fun.
card game.
I don't,
nerd.
I don't think I can play Magic like Solitaire, but I'll sure try.
Trevor, this is going to be fun. Let's get out of here. Oh,
Oh,
he's gone again.
oh shit. The computer blacked out.
Oh, no.
I'm coming. Yep. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry.
Oh,
Mike.
you were gone.
Yeah,
you
no,
just
Mike's
left.
Mike's
I
very
didn't just leave.
Mike's very nervous. He keeps pressing buttons.
What's this do?
It's like, oh, what does this big red button do?
So
So you have daughters. # humble brag.